Hey y'all, as you can tell by the title of the video, your girl is back in debt, but guess what? We about to pay it back off. So I am going to show y'all how I organize my finances and how I'm going to pay my debt off using Notion. I kind of did a video like this like a year or two ago when I showed y'all how I budget my $8,000 monthly expenses, but this time it's going to be in digital form. So I have my iPad here so that I can basically show y'all the numbers and what it looks like in Notion. You know, I love having these conversations. I love to be open and honest about finances because I feel like we don't talk about it enough, and I also feel like we are more alike than we are different. But if nobody talks about their experiences, you kind of feel like you are isolated in the things you go through, and that is not the case. I love doing these videos too because it just shows that I am human, y'all. I do not have it together at all. I am 36 years old and $33,000 worth of consumer debt. So there you have it. So let's go ahead and get straight into the video. All right, so this is what my Notion looks like. You can get a Notion in template, or you can get one, or you can purchase one from somebody. I purchased this template from somebody and just catered it to my own personal finances. I'll put the link down of the person that I purchased it to. But basically, these are all of my debts, y'all. These are all of my consumer debt. So I call it ghetto debt because it is ghetto, child. Y'all know I have been in debt before. I became a travel nurse and I got out of it and got back in debt, but that's okay, because we are going to pay this off. So as you can see, my debt is really compromised. The credit card debt, I own several businesses, so I do have business debt as well. That car loan, y'all, we need to go ahead and pay that off because we were supposed to pay that off a few years ago. And then I have some medical debt, and then the buy now, pay later. Y'all, I mean, that shop now, pay later be getting your girl. Like, I'd be like, oh, okay, no interest, payments of $50 once a month. Like, it get me every time, but we're not buying anything. We are on a no spend budget until we pay this debt off. Typically, or ideally, I want to pay this off within, I said 2024, but now that I'm thinking about it, 2024 would be a stretch. Like, I need to pay this off like ASAP. So I'm really low-key giving myself a good 6 months. And if I'm really disciplined and consistent, which is why I'm putting this on here so y'all can hold me accountable, because the moment y'all see me in the vlogs buying something, say, ma'am, what are you doing? You got debt to pay off. But I'm gonna give myself a good 6 months, but I honestly could probably do it less than that. So anyway, this is what my debt is. I just wanted to give y'all an overall look of what it looks like. So that is $33,000 of consumer debt. We as Americans are very much consumers, and I'm trying to live a minimal life after this. And then on this side right here, I just went ahead and showed what my minimum monthly payments is. So I pay, like, if I just pay my minimum, it would be like $1,600 a month. But we'll get into it. We're not going to be paying off the minimum. So on this part of it, this is how I am going to track how much I am paying off. So as you see, we have the monthly payment, and then once I pay the monthly or whatever I decide to put on there, I'll show the new balance, because I just like to see like the money decreasing. That makes me feel good. So these are all of my expenses, y'all. This video is at the end of the the first week of January. So a lot of bills I've already paid off. I write down all of my reoccurring bills. I try to put everything on here. I'm probably missing just a few subscriptions to like apps and things like this, but these are like my main bills every month. What you can see is around $6,100. And then moving on, we have my income. And so that's pretty much the gist of how I organized everything. When it comes to my income, I am going to start tracking how much I get paid. I want to see how much I get paid every week all in one spot versus like going to the app on my phone. So I just put that in here. I do have income from my businesses, like digital products, and y'all know I do trainings and I do coaching calls. So we're going to put that on there. And then content creation, you know, you guys know that this page is monetized. So I also like to track how much I get from here and maybe like my Amazon store and stuff like that. And then y'all know I do have a rental property that I bring in income from. So we'll just have this place right here so that I can see what is actually coming in. So let's go ahead and get started on what we are going to pay off. So as you can see, let me organize this. Let me see if I can change this to, let me see. Okay, perfect. So I want to go ahead and pay off my 3 smallest debts. I am kind of following what Dave Ramsey teaches, but also I'm not. I'm only doing this because typically, well, also I am and I'm not. So typically he does say pay off the 3 smallest debts. But after I pay off these 3 smallest debts, I am going to start working on the highest debt because it has the most interest on it. I think he says work on the debt with the smallest interest. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, this month I want to go ahead and pay off the 3 smallest debts. So that is, I think it was like $1,500 if I'm not mistaken. Let me go to my other Notion. Hold on. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. I just want to give you guys an idea of what we're working with this month. So I did already go ahead and put in here for my first check of the month. It was $23,343.16. I do get paid weekly. I don't know if I said that or not. And so that is what we are working with. And then I believe I wrote down over here, I have $2,792.84 and currently in my account. So that gives me a total of $5,136 to spend on whatever bills I need to pay until my next check, and then also to go towards whatever debt and also savings. I wanted to mention that I am also aggressively saving money as well. I forgot which book I read. I think it was called The Millionaire. I forgot what it's called. I'll put it on the screen. But it definitely talks about always paying yourself first. So let's go up and see what bills. Let's go see what bills we need to pay until my next check. So I believe my next check is on the, today is the 8th. So my next check is on the 12th. And so the bills, only bills that I need to pay before the 12th is my business bank account with Chase, my phone bill that automatically comes in, and my phone bill that automatically comes out. And then I think I put paid on here for my mortgage, but I need to make sure that I actually took the money out of there. I like to pay it between the 1st and the 15th, and I can't remember if I paid it, even though I put paid on here. So after we pay off those 3 bills, I'll have, cause I didn't do my mortgage, so I'll have $3,609.28 left until I get paid again. So what I'm gonna do is take that $3,600 and I'm going to pay off my 3 lowest debts. So if we go to our 3 lowest debts, which is PayPal, Affirm, and then my Chase, that's my business account. If I go ahead and pay those 3 off, it will be $11,186 basically going towards that. So after I pay that off, I will have $2,400 and some change left over. So what I want to do, honestly, I know that I do have to take my dog to the vet this week, and I'm going to be paying about $1,000 on him, I estimated. So I'm taking that out of that, and then I also want to give myself a little budget. So I'm going to do like $500 this week. I do need to get my nails done. Well, I need to get my nails done, my hair done. I might go out to eat with friends and stuff like that. So I am being strict, but I'm not being like super strict. Like I still want to do the things that make me feel good. So after that, I have about $900 left over, and y'all, I'm just going to go ahead and put that into my savings. I don't know if I should preface this by saying that money is already automatically taken out of my account for my 401ks, my Roth, and all of that stuff. So this is what I'm going to put towards saving. So I'm gonna come back and do these videos every week, y'all, so that y'all can hold me accountable. But I also wanted to talk about that is the end of pretty much this video when it comes to how I'm gonna organize it. So if you actually care about how I got into this debt, y'all can stick around. So let's get to that part. All right, y'all. So basically how I got back in debt, as y'all know, I closed the business down. It's been a little over a year now. And honestly, when we closed that business down, I was so depressed about it. Y'all know I had made a whole video about how I quit bedside so that I could go work on the business. I had stacked up all of my money so that I could just solely focus on the business. So when we closed it down, like a part of me had to grieve. And so I was grieving to the point where I was just like, I can't even bring myself to go back to work. So I basically used up all of my money that I had saved when I quit. And then once I ran out of that, child, everything was going on that credit card. So that's how we got back in debt. Thankfully, I am able to have a job where I could just go where the money is it makes it so much easier, and it's such a blessing to go ahead and pay off my debt. My only goal is really to be financially free for the year of 2024. I'm not beating myself up about it because life happens. Y'all know that I am human. We are all human at the end of the day. It's just about recognizing your downfalls or your mistakes or whatever the case, because there ain't no mistake. That wasn't no mistake. That was intentional. I was not going back to work. Like, that's how down and out I was. But now that I am feeling good, I'm feeling better, I'm in a much better headspace, like I've allowed myself to grieve and we are now moving on, it is time to pay off this debt. Y'all know I love doing these videos. I think I did several like financial based videos, like when it comes to how much I get on my check, how do I budget everything. So let me know if y'all like these videos. I'm going to do them more so to hold myself accountable, because when other people know what you're supposed to be doing, it's harder for you to not do what you're supposed to be doing, if that makes sense, versus if I just kept it to myself. So that is the end of the video. Y'all know I do not like y'all to talk y'all to death. I did put the link for the template down in the description box, and then let's chat in the comments. Y'all know I love opening up discussions about money. I don't know why it's so taboo. I think that's why so many of us are in debt and doing bankruptcy, because we are not taught anything about money. We kind of just do it by trial and error. So this is me doing my trial and error and sharing it with y'all. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all in the next video.